Hi there, me again, Meredith at Agraria. I'm so excited that we are going to talk about something that Agraria knows a lot about. We really like soil. Some people might call it dirt. I call it soil. That's more of a scientific way to say it. I think dirt's more like the stuff behind your ears after you've been playing all day outside. But soil is what is in our earth. And we're going to do some things with soil today. Today, I'm going to help you make a scientific tool. This is called a Belize funnel. And I asked Miss Amin if she could let you know to maybe look around for, in your recycle bin, an old 2-liter bottle. And we can make this scientific tool. There's also a couple of other things you could try if you don't have a 2-liter. So I'm gonna start with this 2-liter. And you'll want to get a grown-up to help you poke a hole into the 2-liter. It takes a grown-up's hands to do that. But then you can cut around in a circle, and you're making 2 cuts in, or you're making this 2-liter into 2 pieces is what you're doing. So you can see that I've cut the bottom off, and now I'm going to just turn this upside down, and look, I've got a funnel. And when I put it inside, I've made a scientific tool. So if you don't have a 2-liter, you can also, maybe you have a funnel that somebody might use in your kitchen, or even a small colander, and you can just set that over a bowl like that. But I'm going to use this fancy scientific equipment that I just showed you how to make. And we are going to go out into our space and find some soil. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I almost forgot. You're also going to need your trowel or your small shovel. If you have your backpack from Agraria, it will be in there. Let's go. I wonder where we should get our soil from. Do you think we should get our soil from up in the trees? No, Meredith. Should we get our soil from these plants? Not up here. I love the way this old mulberry tree looks. I'm interested to see what the soil is doing below the surface. I'm going to pick this spot right here, and I'm going to have to use both hands to really push and dig down deep and pop up a little bit of soil. Now I'm going to kind of loosen it with my fingers a little bit. Oh, I wonder, is this soil alive or not alive? The trees that we studied were alive, but the water that we studied, it's not alive. There might be things living in it, like fish or little microscopic things, but water's not alive. What else did we study? Arthropods, if they're moving around and cruising and grooving, those are alive. But I wonder about soil. I'm gonna put this soil, I'm gonna crumble it up a little bit because it's a little bit on the clay side. And I'm gonna just put it into my Belize funnel. I wonder what's gonna happen next. We've got some more setup to do. So I brought my sample back in my funnel to my workspace here where all my equipment is. And I wanted to show you a couple of things. I've noticed there's a really big leaf on the top, and I'm gonna take that out. Little pieces of leaves are fine. You just don't want anything covering the top. And then you're going to want to find a lamp or some sort of light source to put close to your sample. You want the light to shine right down on the top, not from the side, but from the top. And it's very, very important. Safety is always first. Do not set it up so that the light is touching this funnel. We don't want to melt any plastic or do anything like that. Now, in several hours, maybe if you're doing this in a Miss Amin's class or in the afternoon, you'll want to check back before you go to bed and see if there's anything in the bottom of your funnel. Now, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. I want you to discover for yourself. If you have any questions on how you can do this, if you don't have a 2-liter, you can ask Miss Amin. She might give you some ideas. But whatever comes out, I want you to count it and to draw it in your nature journal and try to think, is it alive or not alive? And then you can also make note on your map. So I would put it, whatever I find, on my map next to that mulberry tree, which is where we were in our space. So hopefully in a couple of hours, I'll have some results.